I got this jelly inside my shirt. I didn't even eat jelly today.
Toddlers. Hashtag.
Because I'm like, something is sticky on me, and I'm like, it's in my clothes. It's in my clothes.
Because kids.
Hashtag because kids.
Oh, yay. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, we need your, we don't have comments.
Oh yeah, I'll get on it. Welcome to episode 97.
97 of Winesday. It's 97.
I feel like it's like a radio show, like 97.9. No.
Well, it's just 97.
Just 97.
Just 97.
Why can't a radio station just be like 99? It's like we're just 99. No point.
I don't know. I don't know how radio works, but I'll ask a friend and I'll let you know.
Someone get on that.
All right, let's see. Hello. We have Heidi and Bernice and Summer, Vanessa and Shannon. Hello. And welcome to this 97th hashtag Dad Life. This 97th episode of Winesday. Cheers. Clink. Well, there's no clink. It's plastic.
It's Turvis.
It's Turvis.
Turvis
Fancy
is the
plastic.
classy plastic.
Oh. It is. Why are you laughing?
It is. Turvis is an insulated. This is deliciously insulated.
It is. Hello, Lanika and Kendra and Glenna and Sherry and Alyssa and Amber, all the way from Vegas.
Whoop,
and
whoop.
Tiffany from Arkansas. Happy Winesday.
I don't think they say it that way.
They do. Hello.
No, I don't think they say I'm from Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Arkansas?
All right. I'm home today to watch. Hello, Casey and Dawn. Welcome, everybody, to the show.
You know, that is a funny word. There's no W on the end. English is a weird language. Don't do that.
All right, so we have lots of fun things to talk about. It was a relatively eventful week for some weird news.
Yeah.
Like some really ridiculous stuff, but
oddball.
But first, before we go any further, because I have had a lot of emails and messages, we were out of stock on the book. But guess what came in today?
Another shipment.
We got a shipment of Scoop the Poop. So you're going to want to check out the book, and you can head right on over. It's on sale, right?
$12.99.
$12.99?
We should get a
autographed
big, like,
copies
autograph.
available.
There's one on the screen. You don't have to hold that up.
Oh,
We're fancy.
Sorry.
It's right between the two of you.
So...
Oh, Eric had it. You had it. You're right there.
So you can grab your on-sale copy of Scoop the Poop for $12.99, and I will even autograph that. I cannot promise that I will spell your name correctly because I wrote a book and I can't read.
She's not a good speller. Not a good speller.
No, I'm not a good speller.
I feel like every time I watch those kid spelling bee contests, I'm like, oh god, I don't know the word.
I for sure wouldn't win. But I think it's funny because I'll be talking about the book, and a lot of people don't know that I wrote a book. So I did write a book. It is called Scoop the Poop, Pick Your Battles.
Mm-hmm. Can you believe you wrote a book?
No. But I did. And the best part is I absolutely love when people message me and they're like, it's like you were living my life and you're in my house. And I'm like,
because we're all living the same life.
Train wreck. Yes.
Hashtag dad life. Hashtag dad life. There's jelly in my.
It's on the inside.
There's jelly inside. That's what I'm saying, Dave. Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, why am I sticky inside? Like it's not even. Look, it's not even on the outside of the shirt.
Funny.
It's like when you're a parent and that's like. Remember? Never mind. I don't know where I was going with that.
I feel like he had to have his grubby little hands in the sandwich and then do this to me.
Maybe he was just trying to give you a hug.
No, he was probably trying to wipe himself.
Yeah.
Do all kids do that? Get filthy and then walk up to you and go like...
Well, your nose, their hands. Oh, in the car on the way home today, I was like, oh my gosh, there's like a dead skunk. There's something outside. And Brian was like, no, I fought it. And I went, oh my God. And I was like, why did you do that? And he's like, can we please stop? I have to poop now. And I'm like, we're not stopping. We're almost home. And he's like, I can't promise I won't poop in my seat. And I'm like, if you poop in that seat, you're cleaning it up. And he's like, oh, and so the whole way home, he kept letting him rip. And I was just like, I was literally, had the windows down, just, it was terrible.
Your kids have the smelliest.
Oh, feet, farts, you name it.
Your kids' feet are super smelly.
Feet, farts, you name it.
And like, even when they're little, like usually little kids don't get super stinky yet. Your kids are stinky.
Oh, well, because I've got a pubescent, a prepubescent, and then one with some rank toots, man. This kid is a farter. All right, moving on. Hey, Aunt Pat, Christy, Jeff, and Kelly. 2 Kellys, Kelly and Kelly. Kelly.
I don't know how I got it in my shirt. I don't know. I feel like my kid literally had to like put his grubby, dirty hands, and it's like a CSI like blood splatter.
All right. You're a disaster. Moving on. All right, so we have some fun stories to tell you about. This one really kind of shocked me a bit, but apparently surveillance video at an aquarium in, I want to say, an aquarium in San...
He has like the opposite of you. It's the opposite of a shark fear.
This guy, yeah. No, so, and I don't remember if this was San Antonio. All right. San Antonio. So surveillance video went up on Facebook.
Hard to find the fish.
Where 2 men and a woman with an infant are wandering through the aquarium. Nobody's really paying any mind to them or anything.
Oh, I didn't know he had an accomplice. His wife was...
I don't know if they were married. I just know there were 3 of them. And so they... You know the touch tank at the aquarium where you go in and it's like 2-finger touch, 2-finger touch, 2-finger touch. And they're like, no. Like
no poking.
Yeah,
just
and it's
petting.
Like, quiet. 2-finger touch. And. So they're at that area for like an hour and a half. And so I guess a couple of the employees were like, these are only weird people. They're 2-finger touching a lot, okay, at the end here. And it's just, so I guess they waited until like all of the school kids go through or like the summer camps or whatever. And they hung around that area. And all of a sudden, I guess, they went into this back, like curtained off area, grabbed a bucket, dumped what was in the bucket into the aquarium, which was a bleach solution. So it caused ruckus, and I guess like alarms went off because it was
the
like
water was
right, like it was ruining the water.
Yeah.
So he grabs the bucket, he goes in, not a 2-finger touch, grabs a horned shark, this big, like a little baby horned shark, shoves it in a bucket, sticks it into the infant stroller, and
proceeds to leave.
Steals a shark from the aquarium, okay? Dude stole a shark from the aquarium.
Shark survived.
In a stroller.
In a stroller.
Well, if you're gonna take a shark, it may as well be for a stroller.
So the employees obviously call the police. The police say that they followed the puddles and the drippings because literally they were.
It led to the Fort Taurus.
It led out right there.
And smells fishy.
And apparently they figured out. I don't know how they figured out who this guy was, but this guy had an extensive aquarium at his house, a saltwater aquarium.
Oh, he took this shark home and put him in a home tank.
Miss
Helen.
Helen.
At least he wasn't making sushi.
Miss Helen was the name of the shark. He took the 16-inch female horn shark home and put her in her new aquarium. When they got there, they said it was a setup that was almost as nice as the aquarium.
Wow.
If you had that much money, because aquariums are not cheap, why didn't you
was
just
he a
buy
smuggler?
a shark?
Is
this some kind of super rare shark?
They said he had one of these a year ago and it died, and he was very sad and he wasn't able to get another one.
Okay, but I'm just saying, if you're the guy that has a home fish tank that's like a aquarium you have some funds at your disposal. Is that really harder than just stealing a shark?
But maybe he didn't have them anymore and he went and stole. So he did. He straight up stole a shark from the San Antonio Aquarium. I was hoping somewhere in the story he was going to get bit. Just because he was a thief.
I think he deserves a bite.
And he did not get bit.
Maybe he'll get bit in jail.
Oh, Lord. All right. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he got...
nibble.
Oh, he'll get that went sideways quick, didn't it? So yeah.
Get a little jelly in his shirt.
He'll be like...
that was gross. I didn't say that.
Are you the guy who stole the shark?
Too far. Too far.
Are you the guy who stole the shark?
That was past the line.
All right. So Miss Helen was returned, and she is safe and sound back in the San Antonio Aquarium. But seriously, like, who hatches a plan to steal a shark from an aquarium? I don't know. That guy. All right. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw this last week, but last week I put up this rant about how Fortnite is the bane of my existence because my 12-year-old, soon to be 13-year-old, is big into Fortnite right now.
And he wants you to sit and watch him do it. And it's like, buddy.
It is awful.
Buddy.
And he is always asking for money for V-Bucks and skins and this
doesn't
and
V-Bucks sound like an STD? It's like, I got the V-Bucks real bad.
You got a case of the itchy V-Bucks.
I got the V-Bucks. It doesn't sound good.
No. So he is constantly asking me for money for V-Bucks. And last week, when I told him no, he looked at me and he said, Mom, Do you remember when we were
points for creativity?
Do you remember when we were in church on Sunday and they read about the man in the Bible who asked Jesus for bread, and Jesus looked at the man and he said, "Ask and you shall receive." And I looked at him and I was like, "You have got to be kidding me. You just tried to get Jesus to get you some V-Bucks?" And he's like, I'm just saying. And I'm like,
I ask.
Yeah, I was
it's
like,
sort of
no.
like that movie, if you build it, they will come.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what. So
Field of Dreams.
He was hard up for some V-Bucks, right? So I went and I did this rant. Little did I know that I knew other parents were struggling with this, but I didn't know it was this epidemic and this much of a problem.
I think everybody is.
This video has been viewed almost 11 million times since last week. I've been on every radio show not me, just my voice. Nobody has, I haven't talked to anybody, but what I'm saying is it's literally been everywhere. And apparently there are a couple of trains of thought.
Amanda, my kid's playing Fortnite right now and he's laughing at you.
Yeah, well, so is mine. So listen, I am of the thought process that we need to reel it in, and he now is only allowed to play certain days and certain times, and when school starts, he's done, man. He is done.
You're pulling the plug?
I'm pulling the plug.
Oh my God, does he know that the plug is being pulled?
Yes, and he knows that it is
He's going to get the shakes.
Weekend only. It's getting cold.
Come Thursday, he's going to have, the itch.
Yes. So, but there is a group of people who are taking this Fortnite thing to the next level. So listen to this.
This is in the Wall Street Journal
Listen to
today.
this is actually vetted. Like, when I say we vet stories, it's a lie.
My father, the executive, actually sent me this story and was like, you have to give this to Meredith.
Listen to this. Holly Hicks was very upset that her 10-year-old, who was playing this hugely popular video game Fortnite, she was very concerned because he was constantly losing.
Not because he was spending his whole life doing it, or
she was concerned
spending a bunch of money
because he was losing battles, okay? And she said, I'm concerned that when he goes to school, the other kids are going to pick on him
for Fortnite losses
because he doesn't have any solo wins. So this woman says, do you know what I did? I took matters into my own hands, and I am paying $50 a session for an online video game Fortnite expert
Maybe
to
we
coach
can
my
make
son.
Matthias into a coach.
No.
He could be earning money.
No. He's only got a few wins.
No. And so I laughed because here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. Look, I totally get it.
You're looking at this all wrong. You have a kid coach right in there. We don't have to tell him he's 12.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. I totally get it that we spend money on, tennis coaches or cello or whatever. But I don't know. Video games?
I read this article.
You're coaching your kid to play video games?
There is a whole series of parents doing this. There are fathers and sons that take lessons together.
I don't know. I kind of...
But to play together, wouldn't you have to have, 2 Nintendos at your house or 2 whatever?
So here's the genius.
There's a family of 3 players.
Am I okay with this or not? I'm torn!
Here's the genius behind this. That system that he plays, most of their popular games are one player. So in your house with multiple kids, you need multiple devices. And
they fooled us when we got it because it was like, oh look, the controller's bright, and you can have have lots of kids playing this at one time. They fooled us.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Fooled us.
I don't know. So, but here's the thing, right? So here's the thing. People are spending money to coach their children so that when they go to school, they're not picked on for having a Fortnite loss. Okay? I don't know about
where, in Silicon Valley, where are they going to school? And it's like
they said it's the new.
These were European.
It's the new dugout banter.
Yes.
Instead of I hit a home run.
It is.
I got 10 kills, or I got 10 victories, 10 solo wins.
Solo wins. You don't know about my solo wins. You don't know about my skins. You don't know about my solo wins. It's listen. There are raps, there are dance moves. Okay, this is serious.
I do see the character doing this.
Yes, there are those things. Yes. We are a nation of everybody needs a trophy, so everybody needs to win. No, I told my kid tonight when he got killed in Fortnite, I was like, you're a loser! Get up! Empty the dishwasher. You're done.
Carolina just turned to her son and said, how many solo wins do you have?
We need to know. Okay? We need to to know how many solo wins. Yes, but it's just one of those things that it's like, really? This is what we're doing now? So anyway, I don't know. But they're doing it. People are doing it.
No, you don't learn anything from this game. Here's the best part.
No, it's definitely not educational.
All the things you buy don't help you win anything.
That's what I didn't understand. So I'm like, you spent all this money to get this new skin.
To buy a jacket.
Does it make it better? And he's like, well, no, but now I have a black jacket.
Honey, I think he's on the Switch. I don't know what that means. I don't let him talk to people on the game. He has to play the game on mute because I know people talk and they message. So he is not allowed to have the audio on because I hear that they're saying some nasty
well, and then they put it on at my house and I'm like, there's strangers talking out of my TV. I'm like, why do I hear like another teenage
mute
kid?
Only. All right, so moving on. I found this story interesting, but I'm going to ask you at the end of it whether you think it's one thing or the other. So Rhonda Fuller is in the middle of a divorce. The divorce is pending. It's going to be finalized. And it's messy.
It's not pleasant.
And so Rhonda, she's getting divorced from her husband. They're still paying off their daughter's car together. Okay? So they're each making payments to pay off of her car.
Okay.
But when Rhonda asked her soon-to-be ex-husband for the account information so that she could just pay it online, he refused and said, no, you're not allowed access to this account. You need to give me a check. So she said, you're really going to make me get checks to pay for this? Like, I should just be able to put it into the account. And he said no. So she went and she printed checks, personalized checks.
Chris Walsh Dustin, Meredith would be a good replacement for Kelly Ripa on Live.
Oh, watch out, Kelly. There you go.
She never called you when you sent your
She never called me. I sent her a tape. I was like, Kelly, have me on the show. She was like, no. I was
Ryan Seacrest was like, had that on lock.
Yeah, no.
Like, throw that lady out.
He's good. So Rhonda had checks made, but here's the best thing she said. She said, when I found out my ex-husband would not allow me access to that account, I went to the bank and I had special order checks made. So she said there's only one thing that my husband hates more than me. My ex-husband now hates more than me, and that's cucumbers. So she had checks printed with pictures of cucumbers on them. And then she also took his favorite pictures of her that he used to love to look at, and she printed them on the checks. So there's pictures of her in like a swimsuit. There's pictures of cucumbers. And she's like, this was the best $4.95 I've ever spent in my life because now I write him a check and it's like, here is a cucumber.
I don't know. I don't wanna endorse this passive
aggressive. What I'm asking is this funny or is this petty?
Oh, it's very funny, but I feel like it's not healthy.
The guy that printed pictures of his new wife and was giving his ex-wife picture.
Gave his ex-wife alimony with the check
with pictures of the new wife.
This isn't the first we've seen this, right?
No. See, I feel like it's.
This is not my husband. He also has a husband. So that should clear that up for you. So she's like, here's a check for the car payment. Enjoy your cucumber. Okay, but I don't know. I think it's petty and funny. Can I not do both?
It's funny, but I just don't know that it's healthy. Is how I would answer that.
I think if she feels better, it's healthy. That's what I don't know. Maybe that's not.
I think cocaine makes you feel better.
Oh, where are we going?
I was saying,
how did we get here?
Just because it makes you feel better doesn't mean it's a good idea.
What doesn't kill us makes us stronger? I don't know. That's all I had.
Just shouting.
Kelly Clarkson!
Euphemisms.
I don't know. But all right. But all right. So moving on. This next story I find highly hilarious because I could totally see this happening, and obviously it has happened. So, have you ever been on a website and you're like, oh, that's a stock photo?
Yes.
Where you're just like, ugh, gross stock photo.
We were in Europe, and so I work at a bank, and we were in Europe walking around, and we walked past a European bank with all this Italian writing, and I was like, look, it's the guy from our checks. And I stopped everyone I was with, and I was like, he's in our advertisement.
It's a stock photo, right? So it's like everybody knows those people in the stock photo images where you're just like, oh, you're totally what is that? Photo stock? Is that what it's called? Yeah. Photo stock. You're a photo stock or whatever. Because you've all seen these websites where you're like, they're not selling anything. And you know that review is a lie. Because
it's some lady like...
That is a stock photo. All right, so moving on. So yes. So it's a stock photo. So this woman, she is a Durban-based South African writer. I'm not going to pronounce her name correctly. Shanum Khan. gets a text from a friend, and she says, "Hey, your face is on an international advertisement for immigration." And she goes, "What?"
Her photos were just straight up stolen?
She goes,
"Yep."
There's
like,
a picture.
Surreptitiously, or they were pictures she posted?
She goes, "There's a picture of you for Canadian immigration."
The Canadians took it.
She's like
the Canadian government was just like, yeah, that one.
So she's like, where the hell did they get my picture? So she starts Googling. She finds she has been plastered in over hundreds of international ads across the globe. So wait, just listen. Hold on, because this is really kind of interesting. She has been on bus promotions, selling carpeting.
She should be flattered. She's clearly a photogenic
prescription drugs, immigration, you name it. She has been in everything from New York, California, Cambodia, France, Italy. She's been everywhere.
The best one I found, they used her picture for a newspaper article in Uruguay or something. It's like a newspaper article. You think it's about the person.
It's just some
a random picture. But when you look at her,
this is what happened. How did her picture get everywhere? That was the question, right? When she was in college, a photographer was giving out free headshots. Well, when they signed the
you were selling the picture.
They were selling the picture to the photographer. Well, the photographer then took it and sold it to the stock photo thing. She is now literally everywhere. Public transit.
And that guy didn't break the law.
No, he didn't. She just didn't read the contract.
But here's the thing: when you look at her, you can't say, well, she's this ethnicity or she's
right.
So she's very general. Yeah, right. And that's why. So you can see why she's picked a lot.
And she's a very pretty woman. They had her one. She was like, "I'm selling acne medication in this article," and they've literally photoshopped acne on me and then took it off. She's like, "That's not even my face," and it was like, "Oh my gosh!" And she's just on Twitter, just like tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet, and she's like, "This is me. Now I have hemorrhoids. This is me. Now I have gonorrhea. This is me." And it's like, oh my gosh. But could you imagine waking up and then seeing, and she's not made a dime, right? Like, she's not made a dime, nor can she get a dime from this.
It's not hers.
But she's literally an advertising.
She's an author. I'd start putting out more photos.
All I'm saying,
she'll have face recognition.
This Summer says this is why photographers have you sign a release. Well, he is selling it too. He is.
Well, I guess if you're a photographer,
how many pictures did he take?
He's a photographer
Robin,
finding a way to make a living.
No, yes, but that's why you have to read a contract.
That's why you got to read a contract. Yeah. What's that thing about, like, if you actually read every contract that you ever had put in front of you, it would be years of your life?
7 years.
Is it?
No, I lied. I don't know.
You're such a liar.
But you believed me for like.
I did. Till you said I lied.
I lie a lot. All right, moving on. I bet every story here is I lie a lot.
With one source.
Yeah. So this was very odd. I told you it was a weird news week, right? So
this is weird.
I woke up to Twitter the other morning with the trending story where it said, in a tweet that quickly went viral on Sunday night, and we don't ever talk politics, and this is not about politics, BT Dub. Virginia House Democratic candidate Leslie Cockburn claimed that her opponent, Republican Denver Riggleman, had an interest.
So they're running for a Virginia House seat?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So so she goes on and she says,
2 people running for a House seat in Virginia.
She says, "Hey, you definitely don't want to elect this guy. He's into Bigfoot erotica." let that digest for a second. She is claiming that he is into Bigfoot erotica, meaning like
it's a really specific niche. Like it's like
meaning
that is a niche of a niche of a niche.
Meaning he liked to look at Bigfoot naked. Okay, so. Then he was like, "That's not true." Well, then she pulls an Instagram snap of him posting a photo of what is absolutely a naked Bigfoot.
Wait, it was for a book.
He wrote a book.
He wrote a book.
Wait, let me read this. I have to get very close to see this. Cover art for hashtag mating habits of Bigfoot. Almost complete. I hide nothing in this magnificent tome. Don't erase the censor box. Which is over Bigfoot's dongle.
Yeah. The business manager didn't do the right picture.
Okay, well in this picture, it's Bigfoot And then there's a censored piece over his schling schlong.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, there it is.
Good job.
There's a schling schlong involved in this. And let me just tell you.
Is that a thing? Marty, we didn't know it was a thing until we read this.
Obviously he had to call somebody and say, hey, I'm working on this book. Okay, yeah, Bigfoot erotica. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to draw me some pictures.
I'm thinking he's self-published. I'm gonna
go
out on a limb. Random House was not knocking on his door.
I want to know who drew this picture of Bigfoot schling schlong. How do you know?
Someone creative?
How do you know what to base this off of?
It's what's the X-Files thing? It's out there.
The truth is out there. Yeah, inquiring minds need to know about Bigfoot schling schlong. Get out of here. So, I don't know.
What are the mating habits of a Bigfoot? Are there more than one Bigfoot, or is he just like a solo act? Like, is there a tribe of Bigfoot? Big feet?
I'm thinking he could probably get a date based
on this. Stop. I'm saying, do the people that believe in Bigfoot think there's lots of them?
Yes.
There's like a community of Bigfoot?
Yes. There's Saskatchewanian. No, that's Canada.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatches. That's what I meant. They're Sasquatches.
The Yetis.
Yetis.
It's a Florida Yeti.
That's a long censor box. Hashtag censor box.
Hashtag censor box and a half. That means that Bigfoot's getting a date. All right, moving on. So
Erica's kind of intrigued now.
I just need to figure this out for a second. Hold on. So I found this story interesting, and I didn't know if
somebody says I want that
Taylor.
T-shirt with Bigfoot.
Needs to be a long nightie.
Could you imagine they made it life size? You got my censor box right here. Get out of here.
Oh, no.
Get out of here. Sounds like a book we all need to read. If I sell that book.
The mating habits of a Bigfoot.
Oh, Sherry's from Virginia. It was in the paper there.
Yeah, well, it kind of looks like, I don't know. I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody was really creative.
Yeah, I don't know. Harry and the Hendersons. It did look a little bit like that.
I love that movie, and I'm so sad when they make him leave. And they're like, go, Harry. Get out. Made me so sad every time.
He's a Sasquatch.
I was so sad.
He has really big feet.
He was part of the family.
He has really big feet. All right, so this story was interesting. So apparently, identical twin brothers met identical twin sisters in Michigan, decided to go on a date, check some things out. Lo and behold, they've decided to marry. Not only have they decided to marry... And
not as like a quartet, like they paired off.
No, they've paired off. But not only did they decide to marry these Michiganders here, but they decided to have their wedding back-to-back, a Friday and a Saturday.
Of course.
And then they will be moving into an apartment together and living together.
Okay, I didn't know that part. That's where it got like
okay, but the wedding I get, there's the same family.
Right.
I'm cool with it.
Both families.
Actually, why would you even do 2 days? Why wouldn't you just do one party?
Double wedding.
Double wedding.
So
that makes sense. I get that. The whole apartment thing.
Oh, they're really cute. They're really cute couples.
Okay, but the apartment thing, that's just asking for problems.
Them looks alike.
They look like the Doublemint twins. But I don't know. Is this weird or not?
Yeah, the apartment thing is weird.
It's weird that they're like gonna all go cohabit.
2-bedroom apartment.
But wait, we talked about this months back. The Property Brothers.
Yeah, they're a little weird too.
But they didn't marry twins.
They didn't marry twins, but they're all living together.
Not
like
anymore.
compound. Yes, they are. Compound living lifestyle.
Don't judge compound living. We may compound live at some point.
All right, I'm not going to throw shade. But the point is, I don't know. Is this cute? Is it not cute? It sounds sweet to me. It sounds like a cute story.
It would make holidays easier. You don't have to do like my family and yours. Like
I think they're just like
awkward.
I don't know. I don't know.
Then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, so your brother-in-law is your sister's husband, but that's not weird. Like that's always the way. I
think what throws it off is because they're literally
your brother
identical.
is also your brother-in-law. That's what it was that was weirding me out. Your brother is also your brother-in-law.
Yes. Oh, I was trying to figure out where you were going. You were like, but your grandfather's and I'm like, I don't know where you're going with this. And you're like, but your brother-in-law is your brother-in-law. And I'm like, your brother-in-law is always your brother-in-law when it's your brother-in-law.
And your aunt's like your double aunt. It's like you're double my aunt.
What is it, double agent?
Double aunt.
Get out of here.
She's double aunt.
Okay, but
aunt 2 times.
How long before one of the guys is like, oh, I thought you were your sister.
Oh, stop!
I don't think that happens. I
totally greeted the wrong twin when my mom... my mom has a twin, and they're fraternal.
Yeah, they're not identical.
But at certain points in their life, they look very much alike, and Peggy used to trick me all the time when I was little.
But she was mean. She also does really weird stuff, like put a stocking on her head to tell you that
the robbers were there.
The robbers were there.
It was total child abuse. It was not okay.
80s parenting! I'm here to steal the children!
And it was always like when I didn't do what I was supposed to do. It's like, I'm going to go get the robbers now. And it's like, please don't!
Yeah. I don't know. I miss the 80s. What can I say? All right. Hashtag family that swings together.
Ian said... They'd be there and be like, hey, where'd you get that photo of me in the house?
All right, so you gotta love Florida. We always have some great stories. You would think it would be very tough to steal an ice cream truck.
Not in Florida.
Not for Florida, man. Not for an Okaloosa, Florida man. Because if you want to steal an ice cream truck, you're gonna find a way. Here in Florida.
That was after you got done looking for the skunk ape.
Oh. Okaloosa County Sheriff's deputies say 30-year-old William Grappy...
being a cop in Florida has to be pretty dicey. When you take the oath, it's like next time you have to wrangle a naked guy, you remember you signed up to be a cop in Florida.
Right, you did. And so 30-year-old William Grappy made an attempt at taking a pink and white
Grappy sounds crappy.
Pink and white ice cream truck from outside 216 whatever Okaloosa Lane. The owner's girlfriend spotted the crime taking place, followed Grappy where he just ditches it.
He's like, it's a hot truck.
And he just runs from the ice cream truck.
Did he take like a cone with him?
No, best yet, he ditched the truck and left all his weed in it. Oh. He was getting ready to sell weed and ice cream at his next stop.
He is an entrepreneur.
He is. He is an entrepreneur. But he also then was stopped by the cops and was super apologetic, and he said, I'm an idiot. I'm really sorry. He actually apologized for his crime and said, I'm really sorry I stole that ice cream truck. Can I go home now? It was a bad idea. And it's like, yeah, it was a bad idea.
Wait, I just thought of another weird thing with the twins. I thought of another weird thing with the twins. Their kids are all like genetically the same, like related.
Yep. Yeah.
So it's like your cousin and your brother.
No.
It's very weird. It's weird.
Yeah, they're like clones.
Your kids are like clones.
But your cousins are all
They have the same genetic makeup. Identical genetic makeup.
They have the same genes.
Different parents.
I'm sorry I'm hung up on this.
Genetically identical children.
Where are we going with this?
Because they'll have genetically kids that have the same genes.
Right.
So they're brothers, not cousins?
Genetically
they're the same person.
They're clones.
Well, they're not clones.
But genetically they're identical.
Genetically, they're like... Well, no, they're the kid because you get a different shuffle every time.
Hey,
but they're like siblings.
My book is on sale.
They're cousin siblings.
In the store. It's $12.99. I will autograph a copy for you. But you need to go to www.that'sinappropriate.com/shop, and you can own a copy of Scoop the Poop, where I talk about not genetical twins who have genetical babies. But I do talk about lots of other stuff. And you're definitely going to want to get a copy of that. All right. Jacksonville, Florida.
More Florida news?
I'm sorry. I had to go there. So, a man decided to make a beer run.
Oh, I remember this.
The other night at a Florida convenience store. And he walked into said convenience store holding a live alligator.
As you do.
And it wasn't a small one either. This was at least a 4-footer. He was big.
Size.
He was not tiny.
I think it was a little more than 4 feet.
He had him carrying him under his arm.
Like 4 foot you're carrying like this. He was like this.
Oh, it was one of these.
Yeah. It was a big one. It was a big one. So he's got the alligator under his arm, and he goes up to the cashier and he says, "Hey, did y'all run out of beer?" And the cashier was like, "No." And he steps back like this. You see him in the tape step back like this, and he goes, "All right, well, I'm going to go get me some." And he just starts running.
No, then there was someone in the store.
He goes and runs at
Did you get the last beer?
He goes and runs at a customer.
This is why you should never try bath salts.
He runs at a customer with the alligator, and he goes like this. And it's like, oh my God, that's an alligator. You're carrying an alligator. He then takes said alligator, goes into the walk-in cooler, grabs his beer, and he goes, "Man, I'm just kidding. Let's go." And he goes, pays for his beer, and he walks out.
To clarify, all of this is illegal. Not only the assault, but
all of it is illegal.
Having the alligator.
Wouldn't you be I just thought of another thing with the twins.
Oh my god.
Wouldn't you be super jealous if your sister's kids like were better at stuff? It's like my kids had all the same crap to work with. You'd be like, why did you get super music talent?
Your kid has 100 Fortnite solo wins.
Right.
Mine has
0. Get 100 Fortnite wins.
Oh, get out of here. All right. End of the story is this. They did not find him.
Was he charged with...
No, he didn't get caught.
That assault with a deadly...
It would be a deadly weapon. But he didn't get caught. He did not get caught. They didn't catch him yet.
I want to be in the jail cell when they put him in, and it's like, what are you in for? Assault with a deadly gator?
Deadly gator. Duval. That's right. This is Duval County, straight up. So yes, gotta move to Florida. Melissa, you don't know what you're missing. Someone brought a kangaroo into a bar in Okeechobee. Oh, good lord.
That's Florida too.
Yeah.
Okeechobee.
Maury Povich wouldn't even be able to get an accurate paternity. I love it. Oh my god. That's a good one. You know I love me some Maury DNA. And it's like, you are the father.
The results are like one or both of you may be the father.
It's looking like,
Yeah, no, think of that.
I can't.
She comes home.
Oh, stop.
Finds the wrong thing going on and she goes to Maury. And he can't do a DNA test. You don't know.
You
don't know.
Do twins have the exact same DNA?
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know how it works.
Are they working with the same thing?
Oh, okay. That's the end of the show, kids. Tune in for the after party if you want to continue on this crazy train.
What
dancer?
Oh, we skipped him?
Yes, that's the best story.
Oh, sorry.
This is the best story.
Hold on.
This moron.
Hold on. I don't know how I skipped it.
This guy has some Fortnite wins under his belt.
All right. Also from Florida. Good lord. So Jalen Norwood was doing Jalen Norwood was doing the what's it called dance? What is it called?
I don't know.
In your
feelings.
In your feelings dance. Okay, that everybody's been doing.
Bad, so fast.
So he jumps out of his car.
Are you going to show it?
I don't have the video.
I can't watch it.
No, it's not video.
He starts jamming out and he's doing his dance. It's the Drake song or whatever that everybody's been doing. All of a sudden, you see this kid. He gets straight up plowed by an oncoming car, and not just like in a I fell over.
No,
he literally fell.
But he was okay.
He's fine. The only reason we were talking about this is he popped back up and he only had some scrapes on his arm. But he got railed by a Toyota Camry. Like it rolled him over.
It was a Camry?
I think so.
No, it was a Volvo. So he knew the car was coming. It was planned.
That car did not have Honda
He was supposed to he was supposed to jump on top of the hood, but he slipped.
Oh Lord!
And the car drilled him.
Do you know why he slipped?
Yeah, he knew it was coming.
Do you know why he slipped? He was wearing those stupid slide shoes that these children wear.
He was gonna jump on a car with slide sandals and socks. And it's Florida. He's wearing long pants.
Socks and sandals.
He got hammered.
Look at his face here.
It's bad.
He got drilled by this car. Drilled.
It's bad.
Don't do the Kiki challenge.
This is called the Kiki challenge.
Yes.
Jumping on a car.
Yeah.
Don't jump on.
No, not jumping on. Just the dancing. He was beefing it up. He was bringing his game.
To the next level.
Summer said they found the alligator guy. He's been taken into custody. I didn't know that. My allergies, Carol. I'm sorry. My eyes and my ears are going crazy. It rained today. I apologize.
Shelly, if getting hit by that car was staged, it was the best staging ever. He needs to work on Broadway.
No, it wasn't.
No, he was staging the car coming.
He even said I messed up. Yeah.
When you see the video, there's a big puddle, and he slips in the puddle, and he falls down, and then the car comes and just...
Sherry's calling somebody in here a lie bagger, which is totally my word.
Yeah.
I think, I love to use lie bagger. All right, so it is time.
Someone's daughter broke their wrist in those slides.
Yeah, I hate those shoes. I hate them.
I just think they're ugly.
All right, so it's time for the after party. It's the after party. It's the after party. It's the after party. Don't stop. What? So make sure to head over to the store, grab your copy of Scoop the Poop. I will sign it, sign, seal, and deliver it to you via
sign,
mail.
seal,
all right, good night.
And I'm yours.
Come over to Hot Mess Express, where all my ladies at?
And me.